Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Tomorrow I want to cook a top round steak, or London broil as they're labeled around here, and I want to try doing it on my stovetop cast iron grill. I haven't tried that before. I've cooked a lot of these steaks, but never on my cast iron grill. So I pulled it out of the freezer last night and put it in the fridge, and it thawed out. So tonight I just want to get it into a marinade. So let's get started. Okay, I have my round steak here, and this was buy one get one free, so half of $6.99 a pound is like $3.50 a pound. So as far as steaks go, these are about the most steak you're going to get for your money. Now, they don't have much fat in them, there's no bones in them, they're kind of a bottom of the barrel steak, but if you marinate them and you don't overcook them, they're actually pretty good steaks. I've cooked many of these. So what I usually do is just take it, and I take my knife and just poke a bunch of holes in it. And I do both sides. And that's just so the marinade can get into it. So let me finish doing this, and then I'll show you the marinade I'm going to use. I got this pretty well poked full of holes, and I used a knife, but you can use a fork or one of those meat tenderizer tools, whatever. I'm going to use some zesty Italian dressing for my marinade. This is pretty good. It's got the vinegar that helps tenderize the meat, and there's usually garlic and onion and herbs and a bunch of stuff in it. And with beef, I also like to add in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. So I just sprinkle some in. I don't really measure it, just a little bit of that. That looks good. And I happen to have some garlic here, so I cut up a couple cloves of garlic and put the garlic in there as well. Now, if you have any kind of a marinade that you like, just, feel free to use your own marinade. But almost every time I do a marinade, it's a little bit different. I just kind of experiment and use what I happen to have on hand. So now I'll just kind of massage this and try to get the marinade into it the best that I can. And a lot of guys use Ziploc bags, and that's fine, but for me it's just kind of a habit. I just use a dish like this, and that way I'll pull it out of the fridge periodically and just kind of flip it over and massage it a little bit. So it's just the way I like to do it. So I'm just going to get this into the fridge overnight, and we'll be back tomorrow and cook this baby. That looks pretty good, and I usually cover it with plastic wrap before I put it into the fridge. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, it is the next day, and it's time to cook our steak. I'm going to get my cast iron grill warming up here. I'm going to put the heat about 3/4 of the way up. A lot of times I'll turn it all the way up, but this marinade has sugar in it. Italian dressing has sugar in it, and that might start to burn. So I'll go with the heat about 3/4 of the way up and start it out that way and see how it goes. Now, I pulled the steak out, and it's been sitting on the counter for about an hour. It's good to let your meat kind of come up to room temperature before you cook it. It tends to be a little more tender that way, I think. Now, it's been in the marinade about 15 hours. I would probably go at least 5 or 6 hours. I've gone probably up to 24 hours. Also, I'm going to make sure all this garlic is off of the meat, because that will burn as well. Alright, as soon as the grill gets warmed up, we'll get it on there. I think my grill's getting pretty warm here, so I'm going to go ahead and get this steak on there. Make sure there's no chunks of garlic like that on there. Alright, here we go. This has been cooking for about 4 minutes or so, and I think I'm just going to turn it just for more even cooking, and also to see if I can get those cool cross grill marks on it. Been about 4 minutes in this position. Now let's flip it over. Looks pretty good. This has been on there about 13 or 14 minutes total, and I want my internal temperature to be about 130. So it's going to kind of vary, I guess. 128 right there. 124, 117, 122. These quick read thermometers are great for this. That looks good to me. I'm going to pull it off because sometimes they keep cooking a bit once you pull them off. Well, this meat definitely doesn't look dry. I'll let it rest for a few minutes and then I'll slice it up. I sliced part of this up and you can see how juicy it is. It looks really juicy. So let me try a piece and see how it turned out here. This turned out really good. It's juicy, has really good flavor from that marinade. It seems like everything I cook on that cast iron grill comes out really good. It comes out juicy. It has a lot of flavor. Sometimes I like cooking on that better than my outdoor grill. And you can actually feed quite a few people with one of these London broils. I've cooked these like when the kids come over and stuff, like get-togethers. And if you have like side dishes and stuff, you slice one of these up, everybody will just take, you know, 2-3 slices, and it goes a pretty long ways. It's a really economical way to serve beef. So hope you guys will give that a try. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.